So you know how old Fae is pronounced without the T and makes it sound like Fae? And isn't that just like the Fae to go around stealing all the letters and stuff? And Fae means familiar, and witches have familiar, so it might all be linked to the Fae and the supernatural. Remus, slow down. I am having difficulty following your thought processes. And witches have familiars. But what if the familiar is actually a Fae trapped in the body of a cat or a bird or something? That would explain why so many familiars seem to be more intelligent than the average animal. Although I would read a story about a witch and a really stupid familiar. Janus, Remus is behaving oddly. Must be a day with a D in it. D in it. I am spending far too much time around him. He's behaving oddly even for him. But what if the witch wasn't really a witch, but just a harmless little old lady, but they put a collar on the familiar by accident, and that would trap the Fae because there would be a bell on the collar, and Fae hate bells because of the church and iron, and then they would be able to touch the collar to get it off. Maybe they'd be stuck in the body and grow to resent the lady, and then they might start acting weird, and try and get the lady outed as a witch. You know, as revenge. Oh, expletive. It's an inspiration burst. A what? A sudden and overwhelming influx of inspiration. Will this cause him harm? Not exactly, but he is completely caught up in the flow of it until it runs its course, and he'll be unable to focus on any one idea. Afterwards, he's usually quite exhausted. Remus, buddy, I know you've got all these terrible ideas flowing through your head right now, but how about you stop and take a break? Maybe get a snack and something to drink. How does a nice cup of curdled tea sound? Witches were said to be able to curdle milk, so I wonder if they prosecuted more witches in hot weather, because milk curdles naturally in increased temperatures, and that would really suck, being prosecuted and hung because it was a hot summer's day. But at least you'd be well hung then, I suppose. I'll give up and leave him completely to his own devices. But it might be an idea to go and check on Roman. I wonder if he's experiencing the same phenomenon. Roman, are you well? No. I've been trying to come up with an idea for hours, but nothing is coming to me. It's like... I can't even think of a good metaphor for it. Oh, it seems that Remus is having the opposite issue. Of course he is. Always generating new ideas. You misunderstand the situation. Come with me and observe for yourself. I'd really rather not. I'll just get jealous of all the creativity he can conjure. Roman, please, I think that you should come and see Remus. Fine. It's not like I was getting anything productive done here anyway. Please, Remus, just a little sip of something liquid. You've been going for hours. I'd rather have a Freudian sip, like a slip of the tongue. When you say one thing, I mean your mother. I wonder if Freud's dad ever got annoyed of all the mummy issues that Freud was spouting about all over the place. They need to have daddy-mummy issues. Roman. Yes, Roman is feeling bereft of ideas, whilst Remus is overwhelmed. I have a theory that the creative inspiration is better to be shared between the two creativities. You mean to say he is hoarding the ideas? Not intentionally. Go talk to him. Hey, Remus, what are you doing? I've been thinking too quickly, like a hamster caught in a centrifuge, where my brain is the hamster, and at some point it's going to go splat against the walls, and then there'll be brain goop and jelly everywhere. Then I'd want to scoop up the jelly and make a trifle, even though it's not a trifling situation. But I'm not allowed to use custard, so I'd have to think of something else to use, like pus, or uranium ore, or ragwort petals, or urine slushy, or lemon curd. That's yellow like custard. Or gunkless lime mold. You'd still have to come up with something for the sponge. Well, not ladyfinger biscuits, because you know what's really disappointing? Not agile ladyfingers. Perhaps some sort of cake would be best. Urinal cake? Not urinal cake. And before you even say it, uranium cake is out as well. And for the jelly, we should definitely use crosssters for the thematic resonance. But I'm not allowed to touch the stuff. But you are. So you want to embroil me in your devious schemes. Or embroider up your skin in twisted seams. I will not be emblazoned with your warped daydreams. Why would you not want to be embellished in my demented extremes? More like embarrassed to be clad in such sickening scenes. I could embowel you, or smash you to princely smithereens. You would be embarking on a quest of which to win you don't have the malicious means. That last one was a stretch. Just admit I embody the genius supreme. Never for risk of emboldening your crooked esteem. This is better?
I'll make you embrace the royal latrine.
No, this is not better.